Contractors versus Adjusters, go!
Hello and welcome back to the Contractors versus Adjusters podcast with Peter Crosa, where we teach restoration contractors how to sell their services to insurance adjusters. So, Peter, there's so many insurance companies out there and it's hard to even know where to start. How do I even know who to be calling?
Man, there are thousands of insurance companies, right, all over the country, and a lot of them are regionalized, only in one or two states. So if you happen to be in one or two of those states, you have to be aware of that. So where do you find these? Well, there is a magazine that sort of monitors the insurance industry called AM Best. They have a website, they have some directories, and they will give you the top 200 producing companies in the country. They come out with this information every year. Who are the top 200 insurers? And I mean, you should find out if those companies operate in your territory. It's not hard to find out if you monitor the agents in your area. A lot of the agents on their websites will list what companies they represent. So you go to an independent agency like the Joe Smith agency on Main Street in your hometown, his website is going to say what insurance companies he sells for. He might sell for Hartford, Liberty Mutual, Allstate, so on, right? That means, and that tells you that those companies have policies in your operating territory. There's another source for finding out what insurance companies operate in your territory, and that is the state insurance department. Every state, all 50 of them and a couple of territories, have a separate insurance department because there's no federal insurance regulation whatsoever. It's all state. So the state of Florida, state of Georgia, state of Alabama all have separate insurance departments, and they all keep tracks and monitor the insurance companies that do business in their territory. So I would start there. I would start with agents, first of all. If you make a list of 5 agents in your operating territory, find out what companies they represent. Then you'll know what insurance companies are out there and how you can approach them. And we'll talk in another podcast about how you market to agents and how you find out how agents can help you identify insurance companies and actually meet adjusters, because adjusters tend to call on the agents that produce for their particular company.
Cool. Okay, so then just to recap that, so if I'm a restoration contractor, I want to figure out what insurance companies I need to be thinking about in the first place. So I can find a local insurance agent and just see what they're selling. I can take a look at AM Best, and I can take a look at the state insurance bureau, the regulating body for my state insurance.
Yeah, it's usually referred to as an insurance commissioner, the state insurance department, insurance commissioner's department. And they'll have a list, and you might even call somebody and they'll give you a list of all the companies that sell insurance in your particular state. That's one way. And then you want to find out if there's any claims associations operating in your territory. So right here, I'm in the Tampa Bay area. There's a claims association called the Tampa Bay Claims Association, and you should be going to that meeting. If you want to do reconstruction in this particular territory, you need to be going to that meeting. There's also another group that meets, and they're a national group called RIMS, R-I-M-S, which stands for Risk and Insurance Management Society. And they have a national organization, but they have statewide chapters. We happen to go to one here in the Tampa Bay area called Tampa Bay RIMS, and we have found it to be very beneficial in building relationships with people all around the insurance industry, not just in claims, but on the agency side, on the underwriting side, and some self-insureds are there as well.
Well, to keep learning about how to sell your restoration services to the insurance industry, be sure to subscribe, follow, whatever it is on your particular preferred podcast platform. And we'll see you next time on Contractors versus Adjusters.